This is Phillip Bannowsky. In times as terrible as these, with wars spreading, genocide unimpeded, and American democracy under threat, we must resist. In order to resist, we must endure. And to endure, we must fully exist, with the expression of all our human capacities, to work, to learn, to create, to love and be loved, and also to resist every day. Yesterday, I worked on my first daybook. I learned a little about how to publicize my novel in verses, Jacobo the Turco. I created the short video that was my daybook. And I gave and received love from my spouse, Joni, and my son, Ivan, for Father's Day, with bonus love from an Afghan family that brought over a sympathy meal since the passing of my dear mother-in-law, Francesca, 10 days ago. And they brought their darling 3 young children who call me Grandpa. Grandpa. As for resisting, I gave myself a Father's Day rest. And now I'll share with you a poem from an excerpt from a poem called 1994, An American Oasis, from my novel in verses, Jacobo the Turco. Our hero, 9, happens upon an American home smack dab in the middle of his native cloud forest. I discovered America where pipelines and pump works gleam among an elephant leaves and orchids in Ecuador. My home, not by crossing the conquering seas, but trekking the Wakanyan paths my mother's people cast like interlacing nets across the Andes to braid the Tawantinsuyo, 4 green corners of our Inca land, centuries before the horses and the helmets. I, Jacobo the Turco, for Turks who ruled my father's Lebanese father's homeland, found an oasis of order shouldering the Rio Papajacta. Like Lebanese who relocate to trade, so Americans had set up shop in a vegetal dream to freight in a tangle of fittings and joints the pipe that scales the Central Cordillera, skirts Quito across 2 sierras, slopes rusting Achiote red through Santo Domingo de los Colorados, where healers live, Achiote-haired, and deposits at Port Esmeraldas its black gold. I clung to vines tendriling riverward, heels cramponing mud, and spied my dream house, not earthly tapia, Indio thatch like Mampasitas, but washboard-sided, white, rising crystalline square from a terrace of flawless grass, finished cement, roof sparkling with diminutive jewels. From the door, slabs of graph paper perfect, bushes like malachite blocks, a baseball key pure as TV, though I prefer football. Like the brother-in-law in the Resistance, phoning Beheshti 6 floors above Beirut to talk Brazil before his battle with the Jews. And a landing pad, imprinted like a rose dropped in the bush with a red enveloped H. Behind the house, oblivious to me, the engineer enjoyed his tea, while with smiling windows and double doors, his American garage invited me. Have a good day, everyone.